So, let's get into it.
Did you play board games with your family?
Yes, I do, and I still do.
Trivial Pursuit?
I don't want to get into it, but let's just say there's two of my family members we don't talk to right now.
It definitely can cause a family rift.
It can. And LeVar Burton returns to host a new season of Trivial Pursuit on the CW, where contestants compete in 6 iconic categories in hopes of winning $20,000.
Yeah, and Brad just mentioned the show airs as part of the CW's growing game night lineup, which includes the launch of Scrabble, hosted by hilarious comedian Craig Ferguson.
And here we have, let me tell you, my hero, one, because he has amazing beard.
Yes.
Look at that. It looks so good there. But he is an Emmy award-winning producer, actor, writer, director, podcaster. Mr. LeVar Burton is with us. How are you, sir?
Well, Brett, and now I'm hosting a game show.
That is so cool. And what I love is that you have this warmth to you, but on the show, you kind of like have to be a little bit of a little tough with these contestants a little bit. How does that work out?
You know, it actually it works out pretty well. I think when you're hosting a game show, most people who are watching, the contestants included, believe that you know all the answers, and so I naturally I play into that. I don't always know all the answers, but I do know some, and you will too. If you're watching at home, you're going to know some of the answers. You're going to not know some of the answers, but consequently, at the end of the game, you will have learned something, and I think that's a good thing, right? I say at the end of every episode, Trivial Pursuit, where knowing stuff is celebrated, and that's really important, right? That we celebrate knowledge in our country. You know, that's been a part of my brand, I think, for many years.
Oh, absolutely. You're associated with reading, with education, with finding joy in all of that. I'm curious, as the host of a game show, were there any moments taping 30 episodes that surprised you about a contestant? About
a single contestant? I'm not sure. I think the big surprise for me was just how many different sizes and shapes knowledge comes in, right? There's no one model for a human being who is good at trivia. A lot of these players, you know, do a lot of pub trivia, are on pub trivia teams. But you know, they're people from all walks of life. I guess the surprise is there's just the variety of backgrounds that they come from, and they all have this thing in common: they love trivia. And bro, are they good at it? It's pretty impressive to experience the depth and the breadth of their knowledge. It's awesome.
You are there, you're the host of it, and you know the categories, but have any of them like surprised you? I mean, you're very, I mean, you are well-rounded. People can ask you any kind of question, you know it. What I love when you do interviews, but for this show, have you ever been like pretty much tripped up by some of the answers or some of the questions?
There are times when I think I know something and I'm wrong. And there are, like I said, there are facts and factoids that I learn when I'm prepping for the games. So I'm always adding to my knowledge base, especially because the questions are so well rounded, and they're in these 6 different iconic categories. My favorite, obviously, is arts and literature.
What's your weakest?
My weakest has got to be geography, and I don't think I'm alone in that. Americans suck at geography. We don't know much about the world at large.
Oh my gosh! Listen, I went to a Montessori school. I couldn't find Canada on a map. I do not know anything about geography, but you know they stress creativity. When I was writing on game shows, I realized that I knew nothing about the following areas. You ready? Sea captains and popes.
Wow.
Yeah. So let me ask you this.
Have you ever met a pope that was a sea captain?
Not yet. That's good. Hopefully the next one will be a seafaring pope.
There it is. Oh my gosh, and you'll be all set.
Combining my areas of inexpertise.
There it is. All right, let me ask you as we wrap this up, how great is it that you have the people that were knowing you from reading Rainbow now coming to this show and bringing their kids along with them to have a family time with you?
It's pretty remarkable, when I think about it. Having been around for a long time, but also having been a part of folks' lives that they treasure. And most of the contestants that come and play Trivial Pursuit grew up on Reading Rainbow, and so sometimes it's really emotional meeting them, and if they don't advance to the next round, because we begin the game with 3 contestants, and I go and I congratulate them for a job well done, and it gets a little emotional sometimes. It's because they share with me how important my presence has been to them throughout the course of their lives, and that's no small thing.
No, and people throw around the phrase national treasure, but I'm throwing it around right now.
There it is.
LeVar Burton, host of the new season of Trivial Pursuit, National Treasure. Trivial Pursuit starts tomorrow. That's at 8 p.m. following the premiere of Scrabble.
And you don't want to miss game night here on the CW7 Arizona. And it's all right here where we like to say, it's all good.